Well, I was going to do a new marathon, but since the Insane Trilogy is just around the corner, I just think it's the best to finish off the Crash Marathon with the Crash Marathon Part 2. Up first, we have Crash Bandicoot: The Huge Adventure. The story is that Uka Uka is pissed at Cortex for failing all the time, but is willing to give him another chance. All of this is being told through Crash 3 cutscenes with terrible quality. Cortex's plan this time around is to shrink the planet, and Aku Aku don't like that, so he sends Crash to go around the world collecting crystals to stop Cortex. Starting the game up, and yep, it's Crash 3 all over the place. The themes of the levels are all from Crash 2 and 3 with no original themes. You have the jungle, snow, sewer, and jetpack levels from Crash 2, the scuba and space levels from Crash 3, though the jetpack is pretty much combined with the airplane levels from 3. As well as the jungle's background is Crash 3's dino levels for some reason. Gameplay wise, since it's on the GBA, of course it can't be 3D, so it's a 2D game. And it's made by the same people that are making the Insane Trilogy. Until later, that is all the praise I'm giving them, because this game is boring. There are 4 worlds in the game, so it's shorter than the other Crash games. But gameplay-wise, it works, but the level design sucks. Take the sewer levels, for example. It's just a straight line with no platforming in it. And the jungle levels, for some reason, has only 70% bottomless pits. You're in a fucking jungle. Why is there so much bottomless pit everywhere? And the themes repeat all the time. Like the jetpack levels. There's one in every world.
Rule of 3, asshole, not 4!
The snow levels suck with terrible polar chase sequences. The jetpack's alright, but again, they keep repeating to the point where I bored myself to tears and I just barrel rolled to victory. The scuba section is actually not that bad. Like Wrath of Cortex, I think it controls better than Crash 3. Unlike Wrath of Cortex, it's easier to see everything, so it's better there too. It's sad that the best part of this game is a water level. If a water level is the best part of the game, you fucked up. The music is all remixes from the original games, and they all don't compare with their original counterparts. The bosses are alright, but nothing special. The only one that caught my eyes were Tiny. Not his fight, the music. It's Dingledile's theme. It isn't the first time this theme was brought back, like the final boss in Crash Bash. The thing is, Dingledile is in the fucking game. Why is the boss theme in Tiny's boss fight? Power-ups return in this game, but they're all the same from Crash 3 minus the Fruit Bazooka. It's lame. The Death Tornado spin sucks now, so I don't care anymore. The final boss is Cortex. He's shooting you with the Shrink Ray, and I was disappointed when I got here. What's the point of shrinking the planet, including Crash, mind you, because it was on that planet, and we're not fighting a huge Cortex? The goddamn cover shows Cortex being huge and Crash is small. Why are we acting like that plot never happened? But whatever, you just make him shoot the gems and you win. You return to the planet, it's all back to its original size, and the day is saved. Nope! 5 out of 10. Up next, we got Crash 2 N-tranced. The story is that Uka Uka has had enough of Cortex's bullshit, so he hires N-Trophy to kill the Bandicoots. He hires a new character, N-tranced, to brainwash the Bandicoots, and he does, except for Crash, because fake Crash is indeed a thing. Bottom line is, it's up to Crash to save the Bandicoots and defeat the N brothers. The theme of these levels are from Crash 3 and Wrath of Cortex this time around. We got the Egyptian and Arabian levels from Crash 3, the volcano and ball levels from Wrath of Cortex, So at first, I thought Vicarious Visions was being lazy again, but once you start playing, you will notice that they actually made good level design. There is no instance where the entire level is a straight line or 70% bottomless pit. It's the perfect level design for a 2D Crash game anyway. We even have a new level themes getting chased by a shark and launching into space. The shark chase is fun to play, while the space level is boring. I'd rather be using the jetpack. So back to the platforming, Crash's controls are the same as the last game. The cool thing is Crash kept some of its power-ups from the last game, the super body slam and the double jump. Yeah, you gotta get the death tornado spin and the crash dash again, but at least we got some new power-ups, the super slide and the super jump. I use the super slide sometimes, but I never use the super jump. Oh well, I'll give points for trying something new. Because this is a Crash 3 and Wrath of Cortex mix, we got quite a number of vehicle sections in this game. We already covered the shark and space levels, but we also got new vehicles, quote unquote, the magic carpet. With it, you fly and you shoot magic balls at enemies. It's harmless, and you do use it for the fight against Evil Crunch. Returning from Wrath of Cortex, we got the propeller, which is the same as the 3D version, only 2D. And it's used for more than once, unlike the console counterpart. And it's used for the boss fight with Evil Coco. And lastly, the ball in Wrath of Cortex. In Wrath of Cortex, it was fun. Here, it's bad. I mean, it's so bad. Once Crash saves Crunch, he makes Crunch deal with these levels. And people said Crash was stupid. The music is all remixes again, but this time we actually got some great themes. To this day, N-tranced is my favorite version of the Crash 3 Warp Room theme. The bosses are better than the last game with one huge exception. But well, we'll cover that in a bit. Evil Crunch and Evil Coco are really easy waiting games. Fake Crash is a great boss that is original. Fake Crash copies everything you do, and it's funny because I always act like I'm playing as Fake Crash and I'm just killing myself. N-tranced is a great fight too, but once you defeat him, N-trophy flees away from the Bandicoots. Yeah, so when Cortex shot those gems in the last game, they were scattered into pieces, but don't worry, finding them is really easy. It's getting them will be the challenge. But once you collect all the pieces, you get access to the color gem levels, which are the hardest levels in the game. And now that I brought the color gems up, the color gems are just for unlocking the final boss. Speaking of which, the final boss is N-trophy, which is a 2D version of his original fight. And it sucks, because N-trophy has 9 lives, 3 in each location. And if you die at any point, you have to start over, which is bullshit! This fight should have been 3 lives and then switch locations after every hit, just like his console counterpart. But whatever, this game is still fun, but it's unfortunate if you are not playing as Crash. If you play as Coco or Crunch, you might have a miserable time, and the final boss does suck. I will not defend that. But with that said, Crash 2 N-tranced gets an 8 out of 10. It's a great game. If you're a fan of Crash, I'd check this one out. Now, I know what you're all thinking. Noah, isn't there a third GBA game you need to play? Fuck off, Aku Aku. I was getting to that. So yes, there is one more GBA game to look at, but we'll get to that later because that's actually a collab with another game, but we'll cover that later. But in the meantime, we're going to be tackling Crash Nitro Kart for consoles and portable systems. So, I'm Noah the NNBandicoot, and thank you all for watching, and see you then.